Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is time for the new spring banner. I don't know who's on it, obviously, but based on what we saw in the silhouettes last night, I feel like it's fairly easy to guess who the two featured were. So again, we said probably Triandra and then almost definitely Bernadetta. So is Mikhail's gonna show up? Let's find out. Let's see who we got. I always at least enjoy the uplifting music. That's always a nice thing. All right, Bunny Banner, 2023.
I'd love to hibernate. No obligations.
There's Bernadetta,
Just
classic.
in my cave, safe and warm.
A Blue Bow Cav, okay. Not the 4-star, just a 5-star. We'll go back and take, ooh, Escape Route 4? Interesting, okay. We want to read that for sure.
This bunny bites.
We'll go back and take a look at there. What else? Triandra? We're batting well so far. Okay. All right.
Those consumed by nightmare long to
Colorless Flying Tome. Interesting. Okay, okay. Okay. Firestorm Dance. Oh, dude, no way. They're doing tier 3 dance skills now? Or tier 4? Tier 4 dance skills. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's nice to be called cute, I guess.
That is a bit unexpected.
Even if I'd rather be dashing.
Ash being here is a little unexpected. I still think Ignatz would make a better spring banner, well, with painting eggs and all that. But Ash also works. Also works. So is it just 3 houses? Wait, who is that? I know that's Freya. Is that Carla?
We are
That's Carla. Wow. Okay.
Failure will not be tolerated.
And Freya. Oh, what an odd harmonized pair of.
Dreams today.
That's weird, bro. That's such a weird pairing. Why would you do that? I mean, it's cool to have something from Blazing and Heroes, because I don't think we've had that combination yet. So that's kind of cool.
What is it?
But what a weird matchup, man. I thought the Peony Tana pairing in the Firefest was kind of odd. This is definitely much weirder. This is definitely much weirder. Let's see if we can get a look at the Tempest Trials unit. Oh, it is McAllis. Okay, so he is there. All right, hold on. Let's just double check. Let's double check. Which, by the way, it's the final hour for the voting all around too, in case you haven't known. It is McAllis. Okay, so there you go. The whole White Wing collective is now complete, basically. Interesting units this time around. I think I'm genuinely only interested in the harmonized option, although the tier 4 dance B passive is kind of interesting. That's kind of enticing for me. But beyond that, I'm not really too terribly interested, which is totally fine. That's totally fine. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, let's go back and take a look here. So we got Bernie, who is our newest Blue Bow Cav. Shout out to the incomparable Erica Mendez. We love her. Oh, that's a lot of stuff, bro. Okay, so we got Defense Res Smoke, which is basically Defense Res debuffing, and then also Pathfinder among an attack boost, things like that. Remote Sparrow, which I think was only formerly available on Harmonized Lind from the Desert Banner, I think. And then we have Escape Route 4. Wow, that enabled... Okay, sorry, I'll read the whole thing. I started reading it without actually reading it out loud. When the unit's HP is less than or equal to 99% enables Canto. So I'm assuming her weapon is going to inflict some sort of like damage, kind of like Winter Bernadetta did, just based on this. Also activates if conditions are met due to effects after combat. Interesting. Inflicts attack speed -3 on foe during combat. If unit's HP is less than or equal to 99%, you can move to a space adjacent to any ally within 3 spaces. Wow. Okay. If unit's HP is less than or equal to 60%, unit can move to a space adjacent to any ally. Yo, that's kind of good, though. That's kind of good. And I'm assuming since escape route is not limited to just cavalry units or flyer units, that you can now give Canto to any movement type, which is kind of cool to think about. Wow. Okay, that's neat. That's really neat. I have hope for Obstruct in Pass 4, which I guess technically, if you want to think about like the Bulwark skills, that's kind of like a, you know what I mean? Like an Obstruct skill. It's kind of like Obstruct. But Pass 4, baby, let me tell you, that skill's going to be goated. I wonder if this means we'll get a Wings of Mercy soon. Wings of Mercy 4. I don't know what that would do. Anyway, Bow of Repose. Accelerate special trigger. Effective against flyers. Start of turn. If unit's HP is equal to 100% and unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, deals 1 damage to unit and allies within 2 spaces of a unit. There you go. Start of combat. If unit's HP is less than or equal to 99%, grants Omni buff of 5 to unit and inflicts speed defense -X on foe during combat. X equals the number of spaces from start position to end position of whoever initiates combat ×2. So clash, basically, right? And also, the following effects occur based on that number of spaces. If greater than or equal to 1 space, reduces damage from foe's first attack during combat by 30%. If greater than or equal to 2, also neutralizes effects that prevent units' follow-up attacks during combat, and effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit during combat. We got damage reduction. We have cooldown. Ignoring. I don't really know the right verb to use there. This does a lot. This does a lot of stuff. Obviously, it has to do with the clash effect of everything, right? So the number of spaces that you're traveling, which probably is amplified by escape route here. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of interesting. Overall, Bernie's kit seems A, uber premium, like beyond premium, and B, fits her really well. Obviously, you could probably change up the special if you wanted to, but everything else looks really, really good. So she is a blue bow cav, like we said. Then we have Triandra here, who was also on, let me find it, on the cover. Triandra, a little less confusing to go with here. So we have defense res hold. Interesting. So I wonder if she hits for like adaptive damage, maybe, or maybe she's just there to be debuff support. That might be what it is. Firestorm Dance 3, which is the attack speed dance buff for B skills, but the higher tier of it now. If a skill like Sing or Dance is used, enables Canto and grants attack speed +6 and desperation to target for 1 turn. Yo, that's actually so sick. That's actually so sick. That's really good. Oh, I wonder if all the different dance skills are going to have some sort of like secondary effect. Like if they give obviously the namesake stat buffs and then also Canto and then also a secondary effect, whether it be like Desperation, Vantage, you know, stuff like that. That's interesting. This is actually, I think, more useful than people are going to think about for a moment. And this coming from the guy who literally just went in and updated Dancer Micaiah's kit. So that's kind of cool. Frightful Dream. It's Triandra. We know this. Nightmare's Egg. Grants speed +3. If skill like Sing or Dance is used, grants a foe penalty doubler. Okay, so we've seen this mechanic before. To start, to target and allies within 2 spaces of target excluding unit. and inflicts panic on foes in cardinal directions of unit and target. At start of combat, if immune speed is greater than or equal to 25%, grants attack speed plus 16 during combat. So the foe penalty doubler. That effect, I think, is relatively recent. I can't remember who it debuted on, but I know it did debut. And so this is nice, I think. This is all good stuff. We don't have an A skill, which is probably fine. But I think Triandra is just mostly meant to kind of just like sit there and then also dance and things like that. So this fits her pretty well, I think, overall. Who else? We got Ash. Love that. Ash here is the 4-star, but he does have a rally up plus skill, which is great. We have attack speed catch 3. Which I think 3 was only formerly available on New Year. Not Leith, but the other New Year cat from Tellus, who I can't remember at the moment. And then attack speed rain 3. So overall, a little dicey. Attack speed rain 3 is kind of nice, I guess. I mean, I think you're probably looking for these two things more importantly. It is interesting having him and then also 5 skill inheritance would actually be really, really useful. But tragically, we are still capped at 4. So, no great inheritance for right now in terms of quantity. However, if at some point we do get 5, we get buffed up on the cap a bit, he could be looking really, really, really useful between all of these, specifically for flyers. So our new inheritable weapon is Bunny's Egg Plus. At start of combat, if unit HP is greater than 25%, grants attack speed plus 5 to unit during combat, and reduces damage from foes' first attack during combat by 30%. That's actually really nice. That's not a bad dagger, genuinely. That's pretty good. We got some damage reduction, and we have some attack speed buff, which I feel like most daggers are typically going to want. So basically, you could run this, right, and then something in A, probably, that like makes it so that foes can't initiate a follow-up, so you only get the first turn damage reduction. Something like an impact skill of some kind. So I think overall that's pretty decent. He is a red dagger flyer. I know a lot of people are probably still waiting for like the arcane dagger, arcane bow specifically. But this isn't bad. This is pretty decent actually. So overall pretty solid. The rest of his kit, bro, how do you choose? How do you choose what to inherit? That's the hard part, right? And then we also have our namesake harmonized unit from this banner. It's going to be Carla and Freya, which is just such an interesting pairing. I don't understand. I don't understand. But we do have some Q-Boon art, which take that for what you will. Love them or hate them. This kit has Speed Smoke 4, Flow Near Trace, and Attack Speed Clash 4. So nothing we haven't seen before, but all very premium. Again, I will highlight, wouldn't it be great if we had 5 inheritables? But here I guess you're pretty much taking the Trace and pre-inheriting Speed Smoke 3 and then just gridding Speed Smoke 4. Or just taking all of Clash, really. That's probably what you're doing here. Draconic Aura for the special. Sisterly War Axe. I seem to recall another set of war weapons that we got on a certain youth banner. Interesting. I wonder what implications this has. Accelerate special trigger. Everything does. Like, it should just be a given at this point. Slaying is just a given in pretty much any weapon that we get at this point. At start of odd-numbered turns, grant special cooldown count -2. Interesting. If a unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed plus 16 during combat and deals damage equal to X% of unit speed when special triggers. Okay. X equals the unit's max special cooldown value times X, or times 10 plus 20. If unit initiates combat or is within 2 spaces of an ally, and if unit's special triggers, excluding AoEs, disables non-special effects that reduce damage by X% and prevents foes' specials that are triggered by unit's attack. Wow. Okay, that's really solid too. So overall, I think the 2 most premium units on this banner are probably going to be Bernadetta and then also obviously the Harmonized. Typically they bookend with these things, so they'll go first and last are like the most impressive units, and that is not a change in pace that we have here. So an axe cab that's actually like pretty good. And I know cabs typically have like kind of mixed vibes sometimes. This one is really solid. Nothing you really need to change here, genuinely. I should come with assist skills, so you probably want something there. But other than that, out the box, ready to go. That's pretty much what Harmonized Carla is. I would be interested to know why this pairing exists. Maybe they just think about the titles that they have and like what pairings they need to make rather than ones that they want to. You know what I mean? And then the Harmonized skill that we have grants special cooldown count -2 to unit and allies from the same titles. Grants attack +6 and Resonance Blades, which is an attack speed buff, I think, to unit and allies from the same titles as unit for 1 turn. So pretty good, pretty goated, honestly. Because I know Legendary Ellawood also gives like bonus doubler, which is pretty nice. So you could run a pretty solid blazing team if you wanted, with addition to this Harmonized skill. The special cooldown is really nice. But Heroes also probably appreciates it. I know there's a fair amount of units like New Year Alphons. I guess you could also include New Year Asker into that as well. The cooldowns and whatnot. Not that their duos don't already incorporate that, but there's a good number of Heroes units that would also probably appreciate from this, because I don't think we have a lot of like duo or Harmonized skills that affect Heroes title characters specifically. They're maybe a little less represented, if I'm remembering right, but they seem to be changing that from Harmonized Peony now to Harmonized Carla, or I guess Harmonized Freya, however you'd like to phrase it. Yeah, we're kind of starting to favor Heroes title characters, which is interesting. I wonder if this has any due to the rise in popularity of Veronica recently, especially with Legendary Veronica. I mean, she's getting a figure. She's doing really well in Hero Rises. Curious. Are they paying attention? I don't know. That is pretty much what we're looking at. And of course, McAllis is the freebie. Looks like he's going to be a Lance Flyer. Which I think Minerva may have been a Cav, now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe she was a Flyer. I don't remember. Let me know in the comments. That's something you can do for me. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. This has gone on way too long. Let me know if you're interested in pulling on this banner in the comments down below. And until then, I will see you in the next one.